loser bracket. So we might get another round of loser bracket, but it might not be fully done. We'll have a bunch of those games ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a very busy day. It's going to be some very good quaking.
But we're starting early tomorrow, 1300 Central European time. Let's go live, though. This is the first loser bracket game we're seeing today, and we're getting down on Cure. Let's check it out. And of course, whoever loses the series is out of it, completely out of the tournament.
Yep, I'm actually on Lars right now, and he still hasn't gone for the Mega, and Spark is not watching with the rail, but he's actually gonna go for the shot and does land it. And when your opponent doesn't have the armor at all, and you hit that rail after the Mega, it's gonna ease up your game a lot.
Lars has got to give respect to Spark's rail at the moment. He's got to get the hell away from these angles much quicker.
Yeah.
Sparks, 3 rails shot, 3 rails hit.
And Sparks is able to get the Mega this time.
I mean, it's a pretty happy place for Sparks at the moment. This should be another easy frag. Lars, don't do it to us now.
Yeah, he had nowhere to run, just completely juggled. It was like 90% mid-air in that fight. And that's another one. Sparks is making
this game.
Yeah, Sparks is making it look easy.
Lars,
we gotta remember. Yeah. Lars was playing very good in the qualifiers earlier this week, so seeing him die like this is kind of weird. He wasn't doing this earlier.
Oh, looks a bit sketchy at the moment, but it's just a shotgun work. Lars isn't really able to get any directs or anything, and he's not usually got that much ammo to play with. It's been tragic for him so far. But I'm going to watch Lars a bit now and see how he can play out of control. I might be switching away from him in a second.
Yeah.
Rail tells Sparks he can get a kill if he wants it, but he's not chasing.
Yeah, Lars is able to get the yellow and some health bubbles to recover. And Sparks plays it aggressive. He's gonna get punished with the dark rocket, but can Lars keep the damage out? But that's gonna be a no. But I don't think that was a too bad fight for him. Sparks kind of went in too fast.
Yeah, there was 100 health left for Sparks, but if Sparks starts getting on the items again, and Lars doesn't get on anything, then it's going to be like square one a minute and a half ago for him. Yeah, 200 armor all of a sudden for Sparks. It's just taken so much. And so Lars is just a desperate amount of resources at the moment. Needs to hit a few more of these rails. 83% for Sparks, 0% for Lars.
Well, yeah. I mean, Lars hasn't really been using the railgun at all, but it's missed the 2 rails he's fired. But this time, actually, not that bad rockets from Lars. He's able to juggle Sparks a little around, but the damage out of it isn't still the most optimal. And Sparks getting this red armor, he's gonna do a good fight already.
Yeah, Lars is about 300 damage behind Sparks at the moment, and he is a huge amount of items behind. 7 reds for Sparks, none for Lars. 4 megas for Sparks, 1 for Lars. The yellows and greens are basically, they might as well be even.
Sparks with 200, he doesn't need to go for this red, he can leave it up as a bait. He already has the capped out armor.
Lars is starting to slowly build up a bit of a stack. As long as he doesn't take unnecessary damage for a few moments, then he might be able to actually get a good fight going. But he's going to have to then land his shots. And that will be the time.
Yeah, he's been avoiding these fights quite well right now.
This is definitely step 1. Get the slow play in, build up the stack. He's doing that very well now, after a sloppy beginning. But now there comes the arguably more challenging part. Translating this effort into a frag. Good rocket from him then. Sparks not able to get the payoff he was looking for.
I was kind of surprised Lars wasn't going for those top-down rails and the top platform.
I think that's how much he's cherishing his stack at the moment. He just wants to wait until he can come more, not necessarily comfortably, but more comfortably than that. He just gets the red. Sparks is moving into the LG. Very risky on his high ping, but Sparks is doing a great job of it. Shotgun as well. 9 health left.
Yeah, this turned out to be much messier for Lars than he would have hoped for.
Although the stacks for a brief moment they're very even. The yellow does give Sparks a bit of an edge. Okay. Actually, Lars is doing okay now. We're getting to the halfway point. And I feel like Lars is giving himself a good chance here. Well, Lars is completely capped out on armor. Health 50 to be precise, but
he can find some bubbles all around the map.
Definitely.
And there's 125 and he's just trying to avoid damage as much as he can, but Sparks is landing those rockets. Lars is in trouble, but can he still deal enough damage to get a frag? And I just got a bad deja vu from that moment when Sparks was chasing with the shotgun in the bottom hallway. We saw the exact same fight earlier.
Yeah. Lars is so low on health though. He's had tons of armor in that fight, but he just hasn't been able to feel confident in the fight, which is important for him. Shotgun blast again, slowly taking him down. Health bubble. Switch the weapon, please, Lars.
Take the rockets. No, Sparks with 20 health. I can't believe it. I can't believe my own eyes here.
I feel like Lars is just a little bit flustered or something. He's making such strange decisions when he's usually remarkably good in combat, and Sparks is just completely outshining him. Well, that one to land. Rocket jump away, and that's actually very clever from Lars, because now he can get himself the red armor. But things are going pear-shaped for him. The LG takes him out, and Lars cannot get in that final blow at any point. He needs to do something even better now in the last 3.5 minutes. And I don't know if this is going to be enough time for him to slow play at the beginning and then turn it into a kill.
Yeah, I mean, even in this fight, if Lars would have had a railgun, he would have maybe been able to fire one more rail and then open up some possibilities, but nah, this wasn't the case.
I'm just trying to think of something that Lars can do at the moment. There's just...
Well, it's his shot better.
Yeah.
That's one thing that always helps, even though it's not the only thing you need to win.
You just hope for something more insightful than that, but it is essentially just shoot your opponent better than you have been.
Yeah, it's kind of sad if that's the answer.
Yeah, like strategically, Lars isn't actually doing that bad.
Yeah, he has been able to build stacks pretty well earlier and avoid fights when he doesn't want them, but when the actual fights have happened, he hasn't been able to carry it home at all.
And it's not like Sparks' aim has been ridiculous. It's been... At the beginning, it was very good, and definitely I'd say the first 3 minutes were legitimately Sparks playing much better.
But Lars finally got his first frag.
He's gonna have to do something else to make a shout about it, though. Sparks needs to get those rails landing again. He was at 80% at the beginning. He's now down to 40%, having fired. Well, a load more rails since then, of course. And I think he's listening. Yep, he's definitely listening. GG, he's just like, stop landing rails. I can't do this. Map 1 goes to Sparks, and he's looking like he's gonna keep going in the tournament for now.
Yeah, very solid play by Sparks, and it's quite amazing. What I've heard, when he plays in the American continent, he usually plays with a very low ping because of it. He's a good connection, but he's still able to aim like a beast here in when playing in Europe from Canada with the high ping. It's quite surprising.
Oh no, he does very well. He's used to it. As I say, we don't really talk about Pavel playing high ping that often anymore because it's just that's what they're bred in duel, and Sparks is becoming that way as well. We're starting out map number 2. I'm on Sparks. He's got the red armor spawn.
Yeah, I like how he played a bit patient there at the red in case Lars was going to do some aggressive drop on the item. Sometimes we see that happen.
Just clearing up a message regarding the forums. We'll be talking about that a little bit after this game.
Yep. Lars actually doing quite good with the damage output. Sparks left with 30 health. Lars, you can get the early frag, and he does get the first one.
Nice.
Mega's gonna be up soon, so he's gotta hurry if he wants to deal damage at it or get the item. It's gonna be Sparks picking up, and Lars not quite landing those platinum balls, and he still doesn't have the railgun.
Dax will stay even though for the time being, but Lars not using the time to get onto that railgun for now. Very little in the way of rockets. LG can do well. He's hitting hard as well. But that red armor is just going to turn the fight around completely, and Sparks will get away. Not in the lead, but certainly in control.
Yep. It's gotta be a quiet time for Lars once more if he wants to get back in the game. But I think it's gonna be harder when Sparks doesn't have the lead. With the control, he probably wants to play a bit aggressive to make sure he ties up the game as fast as possible and gets the frag lead as well.
I don't know who the stream is on, but I'm going to check out Sparks. See if he can get himself back into this completely. Lars might just cherish this frag lead for as long as possible.
I don't think that's going to be very much possible. Look at the direct rocket by Sparks there. He's able to go aggressive. Lars did go for the mega still. Crazy move, but I think it's an important move at the same time. But Sparks able to go for the red. Lars is left with only 30 health right now, so yeah.
Finds him, that rail, again, between the legs. Lars fights back a little bit. Good damage, actually, from Lars. Oh, well, all of a sudden, it might be his chance to get the kill. 70 health, are they going to go and try and clutch it? Well, he can't, because Sparks finds a health bubble and is no longer vulnerable. Nicely done from Lars, though, to read that and just fall back, pick up some items.
Yeah, and at the moment it's looking fairly equal stacks-wise. That rail would have made Sparks' life much easier. Red arm is gonna be up soon, and Lars is just having his eyes on the item. Sparks finally goes for it, but it takes a tiny bit of damage there.
Mega's coming up at the moment.
Yeah, Lars again takes the more passive angles, just watches the item and tries to deal as much damage as possible. He already has this stack to fight with himself. He wants to make sure that Sparks doesn't get the advantage. And this yellow in the middle of the fight, also very nice.
Nice bit of dodging from Lars as well, but ammo not looking so good anymore. Does land a good rail.
And again, stacks fairly equal even after these fights.
Lars certainly looking like he's got much better hopes for this map than the last one. Aggressive with that flick on the rail. Should have definitely have been a hit there. Just needed to take his time a tiny bit. Now he's going to get onto the red armor. Sparks with a better stack, but it's almost not worth discussing at the moment because anything can happen in this next fight. If Lars gets the first rocket, first rail, there it is. This fight's completely even now.
Yep, and Lars drops down with the rockets, misses those important shots.
Whoa, the rocket exchange!
Sparks is really outputting the damage. This is so dangerous for Lars. 25 is going to be helpful, but Sparks did get the red armor, and look at that.
The thing is, all that fight took place well, exactly 10 seconds before the red armor spawned. I think Lars may have mistimed the item there. It would have been brilliant for him if the red was up, but it wasn't, so... Mild face bomb. That's 3 for 1 now. And Sparks has overwhelming control. I'm not sure how Lars recovers from this. He's going to have to, again, like we prescribed in Cure, take it easy at the moment.
5-minute warning.
Try and negotiate an item or two. And work your way in about 1, 2, maybe even 3 minutes time. I think Sparks is just trying to ride this one home at the moment. He knows you just don't make any huge mistakes with control and you're just fine. He seems to have some trust in his combat skills.
Yeah, his combat skills are certainly up to par right now. And not even Plasma is bringing Lars back at the moment. He's gotta figure out a way to get back in the game, break the control, and then get these frags. The frag lead isn't that massive considering it's 4 minutes left.
Whoa, what a rocket there from Lars!
What a juggle. Mega health is up. Lars can actually go for it. Sparks led with 20 health. What happened?
GG! That's just
What
it. He
happened?
failed that fight. If he won, he could have won that fight. He could have got onto the Mega instead of going for further damage. Lars saying no focus, and he's spent. He is
God.
spent.
Yeah.
He's not happy with waiting, but
Yep,
feel
that's
bad.
gonna be Lars eliminated from this tournament. GG and well played, Sparks.
yeah, absolutely.